the frustration of the fact that a lot of people could be participating in the capital markets, but there is that whole knowledge is that like the barrier to entry on how to trade or how to behave in the market. So that's essentially what pushed me to do this.
Matt Phillips here, co-founder of Sbur Decision Lab. We feature entrepreneurs sharing their stories and decision making so you and other entrepreneurs can make smarter decisions and achieve success. Please enjoy this next episode.
Great to meet you. What is
Great.
your name?
Kai,
And what is your company?
Alstrum.
And how would you describe your company in one sentence?
We're building a better playing field for retail traders. We're making retail trading accessible to everybody.
Why did you decide to solve this problem?
Well, I'm living the problem in the sense that I was going through a bunch of tools just trying to figure out how to make an informed trading decision. Said tools are cost various amounts across various platforms. So you find that just to be in a position to make an informed decision than the charts would give you in the trading sense requires you to spend like at least anywhere from 2,400 to 3,600 a year on a low end, right? And that's not getting all the information. And the frustration of the fact that a lot of people could be participating in the capital markets, but there is that whole knowledge is that like the barrier to entry on how to trade or how to behave in the market. So that's essentially what pushed me to do this.
Sure. But what is the hardest decision you've made on this entrepreneurial journey?
Sticking to it. There's been a lot of times where it just feels like I could just do this on a small scale for myself, right? Keep a job. That's something I've been honestly wrestling with. You go through the whole bootstrapping and you start to burn through your reserves and you start being like, I don't know.
Right.
You got to wrestle with that. But then I think for me, coming from a background where not a lot of people do investments, their idea of investments having a few cows or an extra house, right? And participating in the spaces where you can literally grow your wealth without doing too much.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a big market, but it could be opened up to a much bigger audience.
What decision have you made with incomplete information that ended up being a pivotal decision? Yeah, a decision that maybe you did it half baked and it didn't work out, and then what would you do differently?
So my previous mistake was not sticking with it because it's like my second or third go around. All right, the first couple times when I run into a hardship, I just let it go. And this time around, I guess the pain problem is so close to me that I'm not looking at it in terms of what profit could be like. I'm really looking at it in terms of in the 21st century, trading and investing should be a human right.
What are your key decision-making elements, and what process do you use, and why?
So one of the things that helps me make a decision is I usually like to do a study of what's happening out there, right? So take, for example, my whole decision for deciding to found Alstrum. I looked at the service providers out there and everybody is siloed, right? And it makes sense why they're siloed that way. The broker will not give you the figures that expose how leveraged or how stretched out his delta is as far as his hedging positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hedge fund will not show you what's happening. So for you to make an informed decision, you got to figure out how to collect that information. So you kind of see how trading has been going on for the last 50 years, but there's not really been a service to kind of like help you make an informed decision. There is this very widespread saying in the trading industry where they say retail is uninformed, basically because a lot of retail trading decisions are based off of looking at the chart. The chart is like looking at a hunter's footprint.
So you're
Yeah.
trying to give people a competitive advantage that
Just
doesn't
trying to
exist in
level the
retail.
playing field
Sure.
that doesn't exist. Because right now, retail is flooded with a lot of misinformation, right? You got people just trying to sell courses. They don't care about whether you make money or not.
What's the most uncomfortable decision you've ever made?
I think I'm dealing with it right now. I have a cloud contract that I am very squeamish of signing just because the company accounts are not looking great right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this because based off of the sales I got coming in, I'm not comfortable signing that check just yet, signing that contract.
That's a great example. Yes, and a universal one. What decision frameworks do you use most often when you have a tough challenge like that?
Ponder on it, take a step back, try to come back with fresh eyes. Just take the action. Whichever way it falls, you can always recorrect course. I feel like we get lost in decision making, analysis paralysis. Just take action.
Super, Kai. Those were great answers.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking with you.
I'm Kai Francis Kaizuka. I'm the founder of Strike to help retail traders better view the market, track institutional positioning, and see how that affects their portfolios. The problem here is the retail trading space is facing a wide range of fragmented tools. It's trading against an institutional space that uses a lot of algorithms. And in that part, aside from manually having to do everything, the research and the trade planning, you find that you're caught up in a fast moving market that you're trading against or playing catch up. My solution to the problem is creating a unified app where you not only view your charts, but you see how institutional positioning is changing in real time. We collect data from like the CFTC Commissioner Trades report. We couple that with CBOE reports from the CME. We add that with real-time data so you get a real view of what's happening to your portfolio in real time. How are institutions positional? How are institutions options buying affecting your position, or how do you better adjust according to how institutions are positioning? The app is currently a web app. It's in the testing phase. I have collected a group of 25 people in 3 categories: newbies, intermediates, and what I would like to categorize as professionals. The traction is from my connection without like a lot of marketing. I have had 350 early access signups. Of those, there's been like a few sign up, a few pay for reserved seats, and 3 pay for lifetime access. Looking at a market opportunity, well, we all know the trading market opportunity is large. My goal is to at least 138 million by year 5 of AAR, which is like a zero point 0.2 if I'm to guesstimate it with like the biggest players in the space, TradingView, which has like about 100 million users. I'm looking at like a 0.2 penetration. But my differentiating factor with this is the fact that I have a AI component and an automation component where, as a user, you could just set your risk for the day or what you're trying to play with as risk and let the system suggest what trades you could participate in. And with your permission, we'll do the execution as well. Oh, the team is currently me. I'm a solo founder. It's my second time. I founded a microfinance in Uganda with a college colleague of mine. It's currently still running, but I'm not part of that. I've been trading for like about 10 years. I worked at State Street for about 4 years. I have both computer and finance experience. I'm asking 500,000 as a pre-seed safe with a 3 million valuation cap and a 20% discount. The goal for the funds is to help me get the market, maybe get 1,000 pro signups with this money and do a mobile launch of the mobile app. Thank you.
Now that you've heard the story and the investor pitch, where are you in your startup journey? What decisions are you wrestling with? Comment below or take a quick survey, and we'll let you know just how investor ready you are.